Okay, Kyle, you can continue your rant. We're live now.
Yeah. So like 90% of the time, it's Dolphin who comes up and while I am sitting here in my Doctor Doom chair, fingers steepled, going, "Yes, this will kill you all," and he just kind of goes, "Yeah, I want to do this. All right, roll for it. Triple sixes. The hell."
Yep, that's Dolphin.
At least my, killing Kenny Garris was completely logical.
Yes, that was, and
It was
to be
still
fair,
awesome.
to be fair, that is one thing that you should expect from an engineer who suddenly finds that he has a spare battery and a rifle and is really pissed off with something. You should expect somebody to try and lob something explosive at them. I wasn't expecting it to actually work as well as it did. Because
now I think about it, I'm pretty sure Kenny Garris has been like the only thing Dolphin's ever been afraid of.
Losing Henrietta.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That too.
We have seen Dolphin mad twice.
Yep, that's true.
And we're going to see it 3 times when we finally meet the final boss. And that is the last thing they will see.
Don't know about that. Oh, did you guys hear about the?
I just heard a challenge.
I am throwing the gauntlet down on that. DM to player, bring.
There's a good chance that Dolphin might get pissed. Well, I don't know. It all depends what Kyle has up his sleeve. I have a feeling that Kyle is just like gonna throw us a huge bomb before we start fighting the Prophet, and we're gonna be like, "Oh fuck! Why didn't we think of that?"
Yeah, that's why I'm actually wanting this story to get us back to civilization, so I can get supplies to build.
I'm genuinely scared
weapons.
for the last encounter. It's been such a build up to it.
And this is where we hit once we get there, that's where we hit an anticlimactic peak, because you and Dolphin suddenly become best friends and just blast away like as if you're the 2 guys from Pulp Fiction. I seriously have that planned as well, just in case things go right for you guys, and somebody makes that sort of decision where, if that is the last scene of the game, where it's all 5 of you just pretty much like standing there going, like the song playing in the background while you all just unload onto her right into her.
Well, to be fair, the only thing I have aggressive magic-wise is Arcane Blast, so I'll probably be the guy sitting in the back protecting the rest of the group. Doing nothing.
Making us reroll higher, yeah.
Yeah. Or make the other guys roll lower.
Yeah, watch. The entire scene is going to end up being like the apartment scene in Pulp Fiction. Like the prophet is going to be coming out of the bathroom, and everybody just unloads into her. And
I actually picture it being the one where the guy comes running out of the bathroom shooting, and somehow we're all just like, looking around. Huh, that completely missed us. And then shoot her. The one where it's like, this bullet should have hit me. It curved around me somehow.
All right, Jules.
That is how our game actually winds up being. We're just looking at this saying, no, we should all be dead right now.
It truly is. It truly, truly is. But digression aside, welcome everyone to the game.
Hey, we had to wait 2 months. They can wait 5 minutes for us to have this argument that we've been having for 25 minutes.
It's not even an argument. It's pretty much me just sitting there going, "How have you guys continued to do this?" It makes
every
my job
DM everywhere
slightly
says
easy.
that. Every game master is like, I had this great world with this intriguing plot. Here comes somebody with a bulldozer. Where did you get a bulldozer? I rolled a 20. Okay.
See, this is the thing, though. The mod is actually set up, or the module's set up for you guys to actually roll that and then like come in with the bulldozer, and the plot actually continues. It's just pretty much like, yep, that happened. That's a thing, and the story keeps going.
And now Dolphin has a magical egg. Speaking of which, does anybody want to do a recap? Because it has been like 6 weeks.
I just want Xylo to say this out loud in his voice.
Oh no.
Come on, man.
I couldn't do it justice. Now I'm all shy. Also, I didn't want to disrupt the game, which is why I put it in chat.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm going to give the Arrow recap, because this is how Arrow remembers things. We were in a vicious fight against some plant monsters, and I set most of them on fire. Then Dolphin did something really stupid, and all of a sudden his chicken exploded, and then I saw he somehow has a what was it, like a black and yellow egg?
Black and gold.
Black and gold egg where his chicken used to be, and I'm pretty sure I had something hallucinogenic slipped into my water. I'm going to start testing my water for mushroom spores or something. That's how Arrow remembers things. Oh, and Messel turned into a gremlin and tried to kill people.
That was a lot of good.
That's how Arrow remembers things. Which still lends support to the hallucinogenic theory.
Whoa,
Alright.
After Messel tried to kill us and before Henrietta died, you went crazy and started seeing things.
No. Arrow does not remember that. But he has gone out and gotten himself some new wood, and he's carving a mask. But that's just a hobby. None of y'all need to worry about that.
And this is forever the reason why I continue to think that you guys are the Avengers. And Arrow's the drunken Tony Stark.
Except I'm not drinking. I should be drinking more. I'm clearly not drinking
To be
enough.
honest, Arrow's like what? A fifth on his, no, like 3/5 on his way to becoming Iron Man.
So does that make Dolphin?
Arms.
Oh, that's true. Does that make Dolphin a smarter Thor?
Not smarter.
I beg to differ.
Verily.
No.
Whoa.
You think you're related to every cyborg. So
I actually think Dolphin's a short
I
Thor.
think Thor actually
without
understood the technology in his realm. You don't comprehend the magic you're supposed to have been studying your whole life.
But neither does Thor. He's like, I have hammer and I control lightning. Yay. And that's exactly what Dolphin does. Although it almost
That's
never
a fair point.
works.
Maybe it almost never works. It works anytime he actually needs it to work.
It's
Yeah,
worked
that's
twice by my recollection.
As a
Yep,
DM,
exactly twice.
As a DM, he has needed it to work exactly twice.
Yeah.
Okay, again, that's a
nuts.
fair point. Anyway, that was the Arrow
Oh yeah,
recap.
that reminds me. I still need spells apparently because I've been using first level spells the entire game.
You had 6 weeks to figure that out.
Well, I just remembered.
Let me check. I'll tell you how many.
I'll go look it up. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not that Dolphin needs them or anything. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah, that's true. Dolphin
That's
has a
very true.
hammer. What does he need magic for?
Because the DM says he does.
I was gonna say he needs it for frying up some witches.
Snitches.
When have we met any witches?
Okay.
Actually, you guys have. You've met a techno witch.
Oh yeah, that's right, in the story.
A what now?
Have we had sleep since the last time we? Doesn't matter. My health is fine. I have lost 0 health this entire game.
You guys find yourself at your campsite. The campfire is glowing. Dolphin, what are you doing currently with the egg?
Oh, Dolphin's knitting.
What?
Okay.
What?
Yeah. He's ripped off some bits of his shirt, and he's building a little comfy satchel thing. Like he's got like a little pouch for his egg now. He also made like a little hat for it.
The egg feels warm.
Of course, it's got a hat.
Do we have any alcohol?
Yes, you do. You have a
I'm
keg.
drinking.
Messel, what are you up to?
If Era's drinking, she's probably gonna join him. Just for the alcohol, just doesn't really want to talk, but she's just gonna drink.
Oh, I don't talk. I'm just drinking.
How's that?
I'll pass the bottle to you. And I'm working on my mask.
And Reishi, where are you?
I'm just probably waking up and getting some food and doing some early meditation. Just trying to contemplate everything that's happened, including the death of our beloved chicken. Who strangely, Reishi did not hate.
Oh, Arrow had no grudge against the chicken. But still, it doesn't make it. It doesn't sound like any of this makes sense.
All right. You hear from the back of the caravan, Mela asleep, but her sleep sounds disturbed. But you cannot wake her currently. Every so often there is a murmuring, but right now you can't make out what she's saying. The firelight crackles on, and the keg continues to flow as if it's never emptying. And in the darkness, you can hear the soft chirping of crickets, almost rhythmic in their soundings, building to a soft song that melds itself with the whisper of the wind through the grasses. How's everybody taking this?
Well, Dolphin's rocking his egg to sleep.
Arrow's just drinking. I mean, the chicken dying was normal. What happened after that was not normal. Actually, what's happened since Arrow met Dolphin hasn't been normal, so...
Messel will probably kind of peer over to where Mila's sleeping and kind of give her a sympathetic look, but decide quietly that she's gonna do what she can to look over her after what Mela did for her last time.
I'm trying to wrap my head around all the weird things that have happened during these past few days, with what we saw in the cave with Arrow, what happened to Messel, when all of a sudden Arrow went blank yesterday, and obviously the most impactful of all, the death of our fellow chick. Just Richie is visibly a little shook, but not. He's a little bit contemplative. That you can see on his face.
Could Messel try to listen to hear what Mela's hearing?
Could Messel what? Try to decipher what Mela is saying?
Yeah.
Does Messel know Elven?
That is very unlikely. I don't know how I would find out if I do, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Yeah, how would I find if I do? Yikes.
You know, I don't even remember languages being in our option list.
I know I have it down just because I took one of the talents. That gives me one more language.
Is normally what humans tend to only speak
Oh no.
common and then one other language. Messel being a halfling, halfling and common.
Yeah. Oh, I found it. I can't speak Elvish. She's making gibberish noises to me.
Yep.
Cool.
I know that Xylo knows Common and Dwarven. And I know that two of Reishi's languages are Common and Saurian. I don't know what the third one is.
My third one is Orc, so it really doesn't help.
I am just going to have to randomly select a language later, but I won't make it Elven so that way it doesn't interfere with the mystery of the plot line.
I get the feeling if you ask Dolphin, he would just say he speaks Dwarven.
I'm going to call my other language Gnome.
I'm going to have to invent gnomes.
What, gnomes weren't already part of the game?
I don't think so, unless they were in the companion.
Oh.
No, yeah, they were.
Yeah,
Sure.
this one had all the basic fantasy. Just,
yeah, here it is. No.
All right.
So, yeah, I'll just put down, because there's not really a space for languages in the character sheet, so that's why I never worried about it.
There is. If you click on a persona next to character, it's one of the things where it's where age would be on just character.
Yeah, I'm on Persona and I don't see it.
The box at the top where it says eyes, skin, hair, languages.
Oh yeah, there it says.
Right next to where your name would be.
Ah. Alright, so yeah, I'll say I speak Gnomish because they're in They're usually engineers, so that makes sense.
I now have chicken and carbonara, chicken and bacon carbonara. Nom nom nom.
Oh, nice.
Okay. As the night continues on, Mela continues to wrestle in her sleep, muttering in her dreams. You all notice hovering around the shadows outside of the campfire light a figure standing there watching you.
Do we have any way of knowing who this person is?
Do we all see this?
All of you see them.
Okay, then I'm pointing my guns at him.
Can I discern at least race from the campfire?
You can't tell the race, but you do recognize it as being humanoid.
All right.
Yeah, guns pointing at him. Tell him walk out into the light where we can see you.
A slightly built human figure walks into the light, a hood drawn over its head, masking its features in shadow. At its waist are two short swords. It lifts its hands up. I'm not trying to start anything. I just saw a fire. Thought I would get warm.
Now put the swords to the side, and
Only if you drop the rifle.
I was here first. Put the swords to the side, and then we don't have to worry about anything.
Damn it, Dolphin.
Oh no.
You keep doing that, I'm gonna have you start saying those lines in the actual.
Sorry.
At least put them in the chat so that way people watching can see what you're typing.
I can't sing it because we get a copyright strike.
You have to change up enough lines to make it a parody. Which is why I don't play bards in other games, or at least not bards that sing. Because, well, that nobody wants to hear me sing.
The figure begrudgingly pulls his two swords out, both of which are glowing with an iridescent blue light, and sets them down on the ground away from himself. Holds his hands back up and takes 3 steps forward.
I'm not pointing the gun at him, but it is by my side.
Thank you. Y'all wouldn't have anything to eat, would you? I'm quite fan.
Well, we did,
We
but
have
then
a
somebody
huge egg.
didn't move the cart, and it all got blown up.
We've got another cart, remember?
I like to remind you that while I was setting bombs, nobody bothered to move the cart.
No, but after Messel's episode, we ran into some traders and got a cart with supplies.
But still, we had to do that because you guys did not move the cart while I said, hey, I'm blowing up this temple.
Okay, we were wrong.
Okay.
The figures head moves back and forth as you two have this conversation. It just seems a bit puzzled, like, what the hell?
I turn to him and say, "We have a huge freaking egg. Scrambled or sunny side up?"
Or we can boil it and cut slices for everybody.
That's true. Okay, boiled, sunny side up, or scrambled?
The guy just kind of looks bit. No, the guy's body language reads as being puzzled at that. How did you guys manage to get an egg that big?
Magic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I see this egg?
Well, you're gonna see it if you're gonna eat it, aren't you?
Well, since Silo's mic is turned off, I'm going to say that it's probably easy to see Dolphin over there, knitting his little hat and coat for the egg. So we just pointed that.
The guy's body language actually loosens up and then becomes quite shocked as he looks around and goes, "You guys do realize that's a phoenix egg, right?" How
It started as a chicken.
You have probably the last phoenix egg on the continent, and you're debating eating it.
Well, it didn't start as a phoenix egg.
Wait,
does Dolphin hear this?
Yeah, Dolphin does.
Whoa. Who's eating what now?
Glad for you to join the conversation. They're debating eating your egg.
Dolphin has pulled out Bessie.
Whoa. I now feel quite bad here. Looking at arrows. Can I please have my swords?
Can I?
If it makes you feel any
I don't
better,
know.
he's more likely to attack us. And
Can I
he's bad with that hammer. Really bad.
I want to do some sort of check to see because who this guy probably is, or at least his profession, because Reishi is a little bit odded out about a random guy with swords appearing out of nowhere and having knowledge about a phoenix egg. So he wants to see who this guy probably is as in profession.
Give me an insight check or whatever feels most appropriate for that.
What would, I don't know. I'm guessing communication maybe?
Let me...
Because I was trying to see. Couldn't find anything.
Let me pull up your sheet real fast.
Let's see.
I mean, it'd be that or perception.
Yeah, because I was trying to look here under the focuses.
Yeah, it
Or
is.
the ability.
It is perception.
Alright. Perception. Alright. Yikes.
That actually adds
8.
up to decent.
You can tell that this guy is a rogue by trade. What sort of specialty this guy has, you're not really able to tell, but he doesn't bear himself like somebody who's been a rogue for a few years. This guy seems to bear himself quite familiarly with the arts of how one moves in that sort of trade.
Okay. Okay, Dolphin. stay still. We're not going to boil the egg.
Frying it was also on the table.
Dolphin looks excessively mad at you, both of you. He's like, the next person who says anything they can do to this egg is getting a wallop from Bessie.
Scrambles was the other thing mentioned.
Dolphin attacks.
I am not worried about this.
Rishi face palms.
Give me an attack roll with Bessie.
Oh, damn.
Arrow, does that hit?
13. Well, my armor is 11, but my defense is 24.
Yeah.
So
Dolphin.
yes, he does technically hit me.
No, your defense would be your AC.
Oh, that's right. Armor is what's absorbed. No, he doesn't even hit me.
No.
I keep mixing those up.
Yeah. You're lucky because that's 6 stun points if he hit you.
That would have hurt.
I'm pretty sure he would have gone with lethal blow.
But
The
in response, I punch him in the face. Oh, that was the wrong one.
Wow.
I don't think that hits.
That's 6 and
No, it
That's-
hits by 1.
13.
Oh.
Yeah.
With 2 stunt points.
I wasn't really going to worry about it, but I will use the pile driver. Oh wait, no, that's 3 stunt points. Dang it. Where? Hold on a sec. Had these somewhere. Okay.
Uh,
Not prone. So yeah. So I just knock him down.
And you did 7 damage?
No, he has to roll damage now.
Well, we'll go with the damage I
Or
rolled
take
the
that.
first time, so I'm fine with 7. It's
Right.
not like I really cared about the damage. This was just, the response to him attacking.
Well, it's a good
Yeah,
thing he
that
had
makes sense.
armor, otherwise Dolphin would be dead.
Really? Have we not
I'm at
healed?
2 hit points.
Have we not slugged?
No, you haven't.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, he makes a run at me. I dodge and just punch him in the face, knocking him down. And go back to drinking.
Okay, Rishi is going to...
I turn to the rogue and say,
Stand
see,
up and-
you're fine.
Rishi's gonna stand up and just pat Dolphin on the head, kind of like a there type motion, and heal him because I did not think we were that bad. Holy crap.
I mean, Dolphin did let a grenade explode in his hand
Hmm.
while fighting a giant tree thing.
That's what? Really? Do I not even pass the target number? Crap.
2, 4,
No.
6, 9. No, you don't. You feel you feel the magic come into focus, but then it fizzles out.
Wow, I'm rolling really bad.
The rogue kind of chuckles at this and just shakes his bloated head.
So I will throw him
I look back at the rogue,
some
too.
rations. Because apparently we do have rations.
Yes, you do. He picks it up and he moves towards the fireside and he starts to eat very quietly, just looking between everyone. So where are you all headed?
I don't know if we actually have a location that we can just say, we're headed to this region.
Do we have a bearing?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
So
I
I just
can't-
say like we're heading in that general direction. Maybe I'll say the town past it.
As I try to heal Dolphin again because that was ridiculous. Rishi looks back at him. And I'm just gonna say we're going to our deaths, most probably. Kind of giving him a
Some of us faster than others.
okay. That's
That-
much better.
That works. And you've got 4 stun points to it.
Oh yeah. Forget about the stun point.
You can probably knock the cost of that spell down for that.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah, I can. But I'll reduce it by 2, so I only have to waste 1. And Dolphin heals 5 hit points. Yes. Good thing I got it reduced.
And he's back to where he was before he got walloped.
What time is it? I mean, right.
It's about 11 p.m. from what you can tell by the stars.
All right.
So
I compared the
So-
stars to my timekeeping device because I figure Arrow probably does have a clock.
a tiny digital watch flips out from Eros's arm, displaying the time as 11:02.
I'm kind of like looking up at the stars. Stars are running a little bit slow tonight.
Yeah, well, time.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Time and reality in this area kind of has a way of bending. Just a
I've
bit.
noticed.
So you're on a suicide mission.
Essentially, yeah. What are you doing out so far in the middle of nowhere?
My own thing.
That's extremely vague for people who shared rations with you.
You didn't exactly tell me what sort of suicide mission you're going on.
Well, it's not like we planned it out. I again sort of indicate towards Dolphin as way of
Yeah.
explanation that we have no general plan.
You see that huge egg, the one we fought against, we were fighting over? Well, we have to return it to its mother. That's where we're going. Problem is, we don't really know where the nest is.
Can you give me a deception on that one?
Oh, this is gonna go poorly. But sure. Darn, I have persuasion focus. So close. Right.
That's actually pretty decent. Oh, and wait a minute. There is like social stunts.
Yeah, role playing son.
I don't know where those are, but they're supposed to be there.
Yeah, they're on the thing that's on the other side of my computer that I can't reach because it's actually behind my cap.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Right. Just on the call to the
Oh, cool. The first thing that I grab is actually the role-playing stun. So, you can do a Bon mot, and another thing, sway the crowd, stun silence, jest, flirt, tower of will, or... Oh, no, wait.
I believe I only have 2 stun points though.
So
Yeah, so
probably
you could
sway
use-
the crowd.
Yeah, but that's for more than one person.
Oh.
Sure, I'll make it so it also impresses Dolphin a little bit, so he gets out of his rage. As
Yeah,
we
he-
threaten his deck.
He buys that. Not fully, but he does buy that.
Wait, who buys what?
He buys that for $1.
So, we shared a little bit. Mind telling us what you're doing then?
I'm trying to reestablish my family's duchy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My father was recently killed, and I'm just trying to sort of make my name for myself in order to help my older brother.
Can I see if he's telling the truth?
He actually is.
Yeah, but Errol doesn't trust him.
Yeah, Richie doesn't either because he's kind of curious of a person who wandered in the middle of nowhere. For sure.
This
Wow.
is this is one of those things where it's like it's so shockingly the truth. You don't even have to roll for it. Your character.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things where like just him saying that you're just kind of sitting there going, "Wow, who the hell sort of admits to that?"
Yeah, that's probably true. Really? Wow.
So who's your
Yeah.
brother?
My brother is. You're not gonna believe me when I tell you. You probably never heard of.
Well, I don't believe any of your story anyway, so you might as well just continue it.
All right, I'll just give me a moment. That's me as the DM. I need to actually grab this guy's name, this guy's family name.
See, I would like to say something here about people not being prepared for their backstories, but then again, I've literally had to make up an entire kingdom on the fly because somebody asked me a question about it, when it was on the other side of the world. At least I have the comfort of saying the kingdom they were in, I had the details for.
All right, where are you? Where are you? My little man.
This is the kind of quality you can expect from all Warp Films live cast.
We're known as the House of Amnon, and my older brother is the Duke Apparent, the Duke Errant, and his full name is Registeel Amnon. He pulls back his hood, revealing a deep red colored face with horns growing on either side of the top of his head. His features hold a slightly demonic tinge to them, like as if he's been touched by the very nature of chaos itself. His eyes go from being wide pupils to those of almost like a cat that's been caught out in full daylight.
Do I recognize the family name?
Give me a history check.
Military lore.
Yeah, that will do.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know their family history very well.
Yeah, you know that his father died in battle to the usurping duke. The family was scattered. Knowing that this is a rogue, you have some inkling that it might be the youngest son of the group, who was known as Therai, and he is presumed dead.
I just continue to sip on the ale or whatever it is we're drinking because I'm presumed dead, so I got no room to judge. And just from the chat that people can't see over here, Dolphin, once he actually figures out how to put his spells in right, will probably be an extremely powerful mage, and our jokes about him will have to stop.
Probably.
I'm sorry, who killed like 1 billion Hellions?
Yeah.
Who
to be
blew up
honest,
the
with
giant
first-
monster that could have eaten 1 billion Hellions? You got lucky with a first level spell. You probably could have done that sort of damage daily.
This sounds very much like a discussion that's going, my horse is bigger than your horse type thing.
Gentlemen, do I need to get out the ruler for you to?
Hey.
Just drop another Kinagitas right here and we can settle this.
I've
Dolphin
got a
can do that with
24
first level
defense.
spells. Just think what's going to happen now.
I
Yeah,
look
I'm
forward
actually-
to you actually throwing magic around.
I am quite terrified now because I didn't realize that you were doing that with just first level spells.
No, Dolphin's gonna be.
But we all know Dolphin will actually cast magic and hold things with a hammer, so it doesn't even matter at the end of the day. You got to make him mad first.
Pretty
He's
much.
capable of doing great things. Knowledgeable about how to do them is totally different.
Oh no, he's knowledgeable. He just simply chooses not to.
Well, the Dolphin might be
Anyway.
knowledgeable, but Xylo clearly wasn't, and that's why you're just like, oh, I'm supposed to be like up 3 levels of magic.
Anyway,
You're going to be
be
capable
fair-
of great things one day. That's all
To
I'm
be
saying.
fair, this is also a fault on me as well because I've not played this system before and I'm not used to
No,
magic.
I haven't
usage.
either. That's why I took the fighter.
yeah.
I have
think
a
no-
gun. I have amazing armor. That's all I need.
Also, apparently, every other level, you're only allowed to put your abilities in either your class's focus or something that's not in your focus, putting that's odd or even, according to the rules here.
Mhm.
I don't remember what I put my focuses in, but I'm pretty sure I put them into strength and fighting. So
Those would be your
probably
off focuses, actually.
Probably off every single time.
It helps
Because
when
you're a
you're saying
mage,
that
your
quote.
focuses are probably intelligence and perception. Type
Right,
of
right.
things.
So I don't feel like I've cheated when all I've done is buff things that I'm not supposed to, and I'm bad at.
Again, that sounds very Dolphin.
Pretty much. Yeah. Anyway,
Sorry.
Okay, so I know who this guy is. I just don't, I just don't bother to share any of that.
Yeah.
um,
So
where's your family's duchy? Out of curiosity.
out past the Tasmetra Basin. That would put him about several 100 miles south.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right. Whoa. And where are we? Cause I'm like,
You're right about here.
oh, okay. Much more south. Oh. That sounds like a mighty good plan.
Well, that's the only plan I really have. Sisters are somewhere in hiding. Brothers actively fighting war. Yeah, might as well do something good in other places to get the name. If I'm not wanting to be busied about by anybody, I just go by random.
Sounds fine. Does this duchy have a name? Because the way I see it, if we finish our duties here, we can go down south and visit. I have no intentions of wandering around too much.
The duchy is called Amaranth.
All right. Then.
Or at least it was.
Rex, you do know that almost everywhere we go, we blow something up. I think that, the kindest thing we can do is stay far, far away.
I have not blown anything up until I met you folks, so.
And I didn't blow things up until I got involved in this mess. Now I seem like I'm blowing something up once a month.
To be fair, because it's being rolled by a guy who killed my father, I think blowing stuff up there would be quite tasteful, as long as you didn't hurt anybody innocent.
Okay, you understand how explosions work, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Because they don't really care who's in the radius.
No, but, if you set it up appropriately.
He's got a point.
He hasn't met us yet.
Well, I can trust that I can trust that you won't set up the bombs in such a way that you'll blow up your second cart now, can I?
Well, that's really dependent upon the people who refuse to move the cart when I say, hey, I'm going to blow up this building.
Okay, anyways. Yeah. I think that, at least for me, maybe when I'm done here, I might go south and see maybe if I can provide any services. I like helping people out.
That sounds like something to do.
You going on foot all the way south, then, I imagine?
I've been traveling by myself for quite a while. I hitched myself up to a mercenary corps a while back, and that's pretty much how I came to be out.
Is Messel still in sight?
Oh yeah.
Okay. New person showed up. I honestly expected you to vanish.
Messel, you know this guy quite well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some messages real fast, but
Oh. Okay.
When it involves Messel's backstory, there's usually a Hellion Alpha around there.
oh no. I wouldn't unload that while you guys weren't at a full party strength.
Okay.
In our defense, I think we're more of a threat to ourselves than anything you can throw at us. But then again, that's true of every adventuring party.
I think in this whole scenario, Messel's kind of like hiding behind the other side of the fire, trying to kind of peek over and not want to draw too much attention to herself at the moment. But she's not gone into full hiding mode yet. She was close when you guys angered Doffin and he was about to throw some serious stuff around. But no, she's keeping to herself, keeping quiet. She's thinking about yonking whoever's rations are closest to her just for the hell of it.
That would be this guy's.
Oh no. That's the one person she wouldn't want to do.
Wait a minute, you're more willing to rob us than you are this guy?
Yes.
She knows him.
Yeah, I don't know. That's That's not a guy I want to be nicking rations from. Oh, maybe it is. No, probably not. But yeah, anyway, she's yanked food from you guys before. Like that one time you were having the girliest cat fight, and she grabbed what was left of the food, and the first carriage blew up. So yeah, stealing food from you guys, that's easy. That's what she does. Sorry, it's hard to fill in dead time without Henrietta. I miss her so much.
Don't worry, Dolphin will probably find another enemy and put armor on it.
Yup. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's actually something that only other rogues know.
Okay, that is cool. No. She would definitely keep that to herself for now, though.
Yeah. So it kind of looks between you all and goes, so where did you find a phoenix egg? Like out here? Nobody's seen a phoenix in.
I told you it was our chicken.
How does a chicken become a phoenix?
I may be wounded, but if I keep hearing racial slurs about the child of Henrietta, I swear I'm bashing someone.
It's not a racial slur. You actually are creating a pouch with a beanie for a phoenix. When that thing hatches, it's going to be about 3 meters long.
Reshi, hold me back, Reshi.
I want to picture this as a dolphin has his arms like he's being held, but nobody bothered to get up.
That is exactly what's happening.
Exactly.
Rishi is eating his rations like popcorn, just watching this discussion between Dolphin and this rogue.
Arrow just kind of points at Dolphin and says, this guy is basically unrestrained chaotic magic. Things just happen around him. We don't ask questions anymore. Well, except why I'm still here, but...
Wait, what?
See, that's exactly what I just told you not to do. Don't try to rationalize it. Don't try to understand it. Just accept that this is a void of reason. Again, gesturing towards Dolphin, who is pretending that someone is actually holding him back from attacking. And go on with your day.
He just nods at that and brings a bit of the ration up to his mouth, chewing on it slowly. I get the feeling that kind of thing is just normal for you all then.
That's sort of a paradox of a statement, because that just means that,
much.
you know, but it's happening way too much. So if it makes you feel any better, I'm 50% sure you're not real and I'm just having a dream somewhere. I am in a coma and this is just my mind dying.
So, yeah. That's a thing then. So Mind telling me why that one over there has the Staff of Forlorn Hope?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. There's so much. I want to do an insight check on this guy because Reishi his mind just exploded when he mentioned the stuff of Forlorn Hope by name because he knows about Phoenix eggs, their rarity probably, and he knows about the stuff of Forlorn Hope. So he wants to know how rare are both of those things enough for someone out of the middle of nowhere to know about them. He's getting really paranoid at this point.
That kind of stuff you don't really know about unless you really research it quite deep. I mean, a guy who probably grew up in a royal house would have access to that sort of information, but yeah, being able to identify the Staff of Forlorn Hope just on sight, that means that somebody's been researching it for quite a while.
So Errol stands by his statement. Yes, we mind telling you about it.
Hold on, Arrow. I'm going to burn magic points to cast Arcane Awareness, and I want to see if this is some form of an illusion. Or, yeah. Basically just went full-on paranoid when he heard the stuff of Forlorn Hope.
I approve of this. You should be more paranoid.
Yes, that's 17.
Yeah, he's not magical, but his swords that he placed on the ground are. Their domains fall under fire and lightning.
Reishi grabs the staff very intensely and holds it very close to him. And just stares. Just stares at this guy very menacingly and very kind of this paranoid fear type look
Can Messel,
on
like-
his eyes.
Can Messel try to like single to him and kind of do a gesture of quit it, stop it, don't worry about it? Chill, dude.
That sounds like a
Sheesh.
communication.
That would be a communication roll.
I'm sorry, Kyle. I don't mean to, be...
No. It was something that instantly jumped to my head because by this time you guys probably have secret hand gestures that
Holy
you use
crap,
to
it
each
was...
other.
well, okay, that's only one stunt point, but still, that's pretty good.
Yeah. It was
So what I
basically
see,
just a chilled out rage. Just this kind of, dude, no, you kind of don't want to pick a fight. Just, no worries, let him be on his way. Kind of just gestures.
do I see this or would I need to make a check or something?
No, you see it because she's actively trying to make it visible to you, and
Okay.
because it's an actual communication. It's like an actual communication sign focus that you guys have between each other. You pick up on it. This guy doesn't.
But Arrow does start cleaning his blades. Not menacingly, but, at the same time, this is something he probably does every day anyway. But it's like, yes, we might tell you, now I'm going to start cleaning my longsword.
Okay, Rishi loosens up a little bit, but is still looking at him with more of a stink eye than anything else.
The guy
Do you
doesn't.
mind telling us how you know this information?
Who doesn't know about the Chaos Wars among any sort of higher up?
I'm not talking about the Chaos Wars. I'm talking about the name and the visage of a very important, very powerful magical
Rishi,
artifacts
quit adding
site.
on to what knowledge he might not have.
Oh, he's not even paying attention to Arrow. He's full paranoid right now. There's no way.
I studied it because it's something that as a royal family we had to know about, because a lot of the deep-seated prejudices amongst other races and our holding were based off of some of the events. I mean, being a Saurian, you've probably run into some people who still hold a lot of shit against the Prophet for what she did, being a Saurian. And a lot.
But because of that, I don't go looking for pictures or images about ridiculously old arcane stuff.
Yeah. But you're also an adventurer. Coming across our old arcane stuff is kind of one of the things that happen.
I'm not responding, and I'm just like looking at him.
Is that a thing of your logic is impeccable, but you're still an asshole?
Pretty much. I mean, Reishi does kind of like that hidden condescending attitude, but he's just like looking at him, like what, like it. Everybody would probably know that when it concerns the staff, Reishi's probably very paranoid and very cautious about it.
Yeah. So he returns back to his meal, and as he does so, he just kind of says, "So, Messel, have you decided on how you're going to specialize?"
Oh, Messel kind of just tense at being addressed by this guy, but she'll kind of do an awkward shrug, saying, well, I had my eyes on being an assassin like you, but I just can't do it. So if there's anything you could do to help, that'd be wonderful.
Oh, I can help you train if you're wanting to. I mean, it's been a while since I took on an apprentice.
That would wholeheartedly be an honor.
Well, when you feel ready, come and find me, and I'll train you in the basics and leave with you some guides on how to improve.
Thank you. I'll be sure to take you up on that. Hopefully it doesn't take up too much of your time.
Oh, it won't. And to be honest, if I'm the first that's asked you, I'm considering that quite lucky for me. I mean, after all, your name's starting to crop up more and more. And people were starting to wonder if you were going to who you were going to choose for your training.
She kind of does a wince and kind of a sad smile when she mentions her name coming up. But kind of, you can see her forcing herself to reassure herself that things are okay. And she'll kind of go, well, actually, thank you. That's wonderful to hear. And honestly, you would be a very strong contender for my first choice. So I'm honored to even meet you. Thank you.
I thought rogues were supposed to be covert. If your name is coming up, doesn't that mean you're doing your job wrong?
If it's coming up amongst other rogues, then that means you're probably doing your job quite right.
Still seems counterproductive.
Well, let me put it like this. Had you heard of me directly before
Yes.
I showed up? No, me directly, not my dad.
No, I knew you.
Okay. Bear in mind, the information that I gave you is that everybody considers him dead.
Yeah, but I still knew of him.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah. So no, it's not among our kind. It's not that uncommon, especially somebody starting to make a name for themselves. When they come to a certain skill level, somebody might propose to them specialized training. I consider myself very lucky that I'm the first. And that I was considered to be such a high contender as well.
Messel will kind of nod to that and give Rach a look of, see, kind of chill out. He's okay.
I loosen up a little bit more.
Arrow is probably giving Raish a sign like he's an admitted assassin. Watch your back.
Oh, Raichi's not like totally relaxed. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just over here giving Raish a signal like, be ready, to throw down.
Yeah, he just went like, before he was like full on paranoid, like 10.
I
And
just
now
wanted to
he's
see
like
what
an
mine was.
8.5, more or less. Still very iffy about the guy, but
I think my way of
If
giving
it
that
wasn't-
signal is I am now cleaning my power rifle.
if it wasn't Messel, then Richie would still be 10. But since he knows she's been around, per se, he loosens up a little.
So, so he continues to eat for a short time before setting down the empty ration packs and gathering them together before him and then tossing them in. So, you guys are just gonna be out and about then, huh?
Pretty much. We actually need to be making a lot more headway than we are. We got a few setbacks, and Rishi looks at the cart.
Oh, besides the cart, what is the other setback that you've had?
We're having to do something that requires us to operate with a certain amount of discretion. So stop asking questions about it.
We lost a companion.
You do realize telling somebody to stop asking questions about something that takes a lot of discretion just makes them want to ask more questions.
I understand that, but we're not going to be able to answer your questions, so it's better to change the subject.
Okay. Like I said, our last encounter with hostility from this area lost us a companion, so our morale is a little bit low right now.
So, yeah.
But
How did you guys come across that?
Okay, going back to what I just said, we're not going to answer
Okay.
questions about our particular mission. Unlike you,
Be
we are
more
not trying to
specific.
gain fame. We are trying to fly below the radar. When you ask questions, that gives us more infamy than we're comfortable with.
What?
Okay, you are trying to build up your reputation. We don't want to be known. We don't want anybody saying, "Oh yeah, I saw these guys with the staff going that direction." We would prefer nobody know who we are or where we are.
Or that somebody completely botched, swinging at somebody with a hammer.
We don't really account for Dolphin anymore. He's more of a force of nature.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
Everyone knows about that.
Son of a fucking...
So, like I
Dolphin
said, we're
walks
trying to
walks
fly.
off away and just starts screaming at the heavens.
We're trying to not be noticed while dwarven profanity is being yelled.
At the skies. The
So
stars
again,
blink.
your curiosity is just going to have to remain yours. We can't we can't answer any of your questions.
Who am I going to tell?
Well, considering you're going out trying to do good deeds and get your family name out, it sounds like you're going to be interacting with as many people as possible.
But who would I tell when it comes to your stuff?
I don't really
If I'm-
know, and I don't want to make it an issue. This is sort of a need-to-know mission.
Let us leave it at we would rather our business stay our business, and the less people informed, the better. I'm pretty sure someone of your profession or former profession you can understand.
Yeah. Doesn't stop me being curious, but yeah, I can understand.
As long as it
I
stops you
can
from asking
understand that
questions.
curiosity.
Dolphin comes running back. He's like, wait, did I hear you're an assassin or something?
Yes, and he has magic swords. Oh, and I don't know that.
Okay, perfect. He's going to need those. All right, I got a job for you.
Okay. He reaches into a pack at his side, pulls out a notebook and pen, and starts and it's a mechanical pen as well. So he flicks his thumb over the top of it, and you hear an audible click as he flips open the notebook and he starts writing stuff.
All right. Whoever told you about me and the hammer miss, kill them.
Entire city populations are kind of hard to do that to.
I'll build you a bomb later.
Well, I
Dolphin.
guess you're not the best then.
Oh,
Dolphin, remember, he just saw me lay you out. Maybe you don't want to provoke him.
yeah,
You kind of have me put my swords all the way over there. What sort of?
It
threat
sounds
am I
like that was a
supposed-
good thing to do, also.
Dolphin gives up and goes away and continues grumbling.
Though-
And he comes running back. Messel, did I hear you're going to become an assassin? I got a job for you.
She kind of shrugs and kind of nods her head
There's
to
a
say,
very
"Go on."
audible. Yeah, after Messel does that, there's a very audible sigh followed by a face palm from the sort of demonic looking person right there. By all the levels of hell, what the hell?
this is what we meant by we can't explain this dwarven insanity. Neither does logic.
And we have to
explain this.
operate at a level of discretion that apparently rogues would find paranoid.
Well, to be honest, we're not really that discreet.
Well, we cover up our true mission by blowing up everything around it and causing more chaos.
Which draws more attention.
But they don't notice what we did.
We're essentially.
Basically, this is sort of like setting the building on fire to cover up the murder. They know somebody died, but there's that much less evidence about the murder itself.
Unless you've got somebody who can manipulate time.
Well, fortunately, those are few and far between.
Uh-huh. Your logic is very, very skewed.
Okay, how about this? He's a force of nature. We just do things under the cover of him being himself. During a hurricane, you can go out and rob a lot of places because everybody's much more concerned about the hurricane. He is cover.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, that is a thing. So,
Now listen to me,
What?
Henrietta Jr. Once we finish this business, we need to get declared heroes. After that parade they're going to have for us, first thing we're doing is committing mass murder.
he just looks between all of you and just goes, "Really? You're not giving me any reason here to let this guy live?"
Oh, I'm not protecting him. Didn't you just see me punch him in the face? You do what you feel is necessary in that regard.
Just keep him from the mass murder.
No promises. We're fairly certain we're going to die, within the next week or so. So that should solve the problem.
Also, Dolphin has like this attention span of a baby, so if you just jingle some keys in front of him, he basically forgets what he was thinking about.
That also. But we're not telling this guy that.
So, are you guys doing what I think you're doing?
Okay, you're having a lot of trouble getting this. So let me try to put it through to you one more time. Stop asking us questions about what we're doing. Pretend you never saw us. That was terrible. I mean, a 10 is at least decent, but still. So I didn't say this very threateningly, but I'm still saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's. Wow.
We do not need anybody knowing about us. We are trying to operate below the radar. And then there's Dolphin.
Well, if you guys do end up surviving what you're going to do, there's call for you down south. And if you need any help getting through what you're about to do, I might know some people who could send some people.
That goes back
Awesome.
to people knowing what we're doing.
I might take you up on the first offer, but the second, while more people we include the bigger the probability of the rest of the world being informed there is. And like we said, we want to keep it as low key as possible. You probably know what we're doing, so we'll probably just ask you to just remain quiet until you hear something about it.
No, I'll remain quiet until
Okay.
you know, either the sky opens up or something.
In which case,
Okay.
we're already
I
dead, so we
appreciate
don't
that.
care.
So
Besides, we have Messel.
are you really that good, Messel?
She kind of just gives everyone an awkward look and shakes her head, kind of just. We could use your help, but if they're not comfortable, we're definitely all going to die.
I don't think you need my help directly, but sort of pauses for a moment, thinking. Then he gets back up, walks over to his swords, picks them up by the handles, and
Where she tenses.
turns them around so that the blades are facing him, and then offers the handles over to Messel. Choose one.
Rachel gives a very firm nod, like, yes, do it, do it, do it.
Arrow's just got both of his blasters. Not pointing, but they're in hand.
Messel will kind of get up and awkwardly step closer and kind of give an awkward look at the two blades. I don't know if she knows what Reishi knows about which one's what power. Maybe she does, actually. Technically, with his reputation, she might know a bit more, wouldn't she?
You have an inkling.
Okay.
One blade smells heavily of ozone. The other one smells of brimstone.
She might want to go for the burnstone a bit more than the ozone.
Ah, please.
Do it.
Are you
Please
seriously
do.
doing that?
Please
I
do
want to
it.
roll for this one, please.
Yes.
Please.
Give me a dex roll to keep from hurting yourself.
Oh, come on, triple sixes.
A triple one.
Apparently, the problem with playing Dolphin is when you make a joke, everyone goes, "Nope, that's canon."
Because it's Dolphin, you have to do this.
It sounds exactly like something he would do.
Look, I always say, when you say something at the table, it becomes real.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
That's
no.
pretty damn good.
How you roll. Describe how you roll.
He does like a little somersault, and he just kind of rolls away like a wheel.
So, like,
You just
this is like a
cartwheel
serious-
through?
I mean, with the blue cape and everything, he kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog.
I was imagining something like that. Just a dolphin ball rolling between Messel and the road. Boom, boom, boom.
With bits of electricity just coming off of him.
So a dolphin ball just rolls between Thurai and Messel, making Thurai just kind of look at you all like, what in the ever-loving hell have you all created?
Oh no, we didn't grade it.
I'd like to
Freeze
think
itself.
that the rest of us didn't flinch at this at all.
We're like, this is normal.
We're just
None
keeping
of you
our eye
flinched.
on the assassin, the self-admitted assassin.
So yes, Messel, you go for the fire one.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yep.
You essentially have now a +1 longsword or +1 short sword that does fire damage as well as normal damage.
Ooh.
As you take the blade, as you take the handle and Thurai lets go of the blade ignites up in a brilliant blue flame that extends out in lapping red arcs into red-orange fire.
Wait.
This one is called Tartarus. She has been by my side for a very long time. You treat her well, she will treat you well. But she can be a bit temperamental.
Out of curiosity, what's the other blade's name?
You just got unlucky on the stage.
The other blade is called... The other blade is called Ohm. She is quite... I won't say chaotic, but very direct.
All right.
Well, what tier would you?
And as soon as the blade is handed over and he gives those descriptions, he suddenly disappears from view completely. And
I'm
You
still
can
putting on my
hear-
dark vision glasses and looking for him.
From everybody's sight, he disappears.
yeah,
Oh, Richie's back to paranoid.
Damn it.
And he's just grabbing the staff of Forlorn Hope in kind of like a spear and circling around fervently. What the fuck just happened? Messel, what? What?
She'll probably turn around and give you guys a look of, now you've done it. But she'll kind of just shrug and walk off. Like, you can tell from how she's acting that whoever the guy is, she probably trusts him a bit more than you guys do. Well, a lot more than you guys do, evidently.
I think that's
So she
just a
doesn't
given
seem
that we
frightened.
don't trust him.
Well, Richie. Yeah. Okay. If Messel's gonna put a face like, seriously, chill, dude, he's gonna start breathing normally.
She'll try, but the look is more like, you guys made a fool of yourselves, and you tried to make a fool of myself. How dare you? It's the look that your daughter would give you when you meet her boyfriend for the first time. Kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, Richie will probably calm down. Not for himself. He makes a fool of himself a lot of times, but more for Messel than for himself.
just so that I myself have a full mental image of this, is this like the face that a daughter gives her father when she introduces her boyfriend?
Basically, yeah.
Oh God.
When stuff goes horribly wrong and the boyfriend leaves in tears, that's the face she gives.
Okay, so yeah. Richie loosens up a lot more than. He's like, fine. I'll believe you now.
This look actually hurts Dolphin a little bit, mostly because he never embarrasses himself, so this is a new feeling.
You sure about that?
And Arrow is just saying, "Okay, guys, I'll stay up and I'll drive the cart. You guys get some sleep."
No, I think we should all get some sleep. I'll put up the arcane tent so that we can all rest.
I'm still staying
Or
on
else-
watch.
Oh, okay. So I feel better with the arcane tent, and I'll I don't know. For the next 5 minutes, I'll put up the arcane tent so we can sleep in peace.
Yeah. As you all sleep, you actually go through an incredibly peaceful sleep, and you notice that the song of the crickets and the wind through the grass returns with his leaving.
Actually, that just makes me more paranoid because if everything, avoids him. So I'm just, going to tell Raish a little later, we're going to have to kill that guy if he shows up again. He asks too many questions. He knows too much. If he shows back up, we have to kill him.
I don't know. I don't want to embarrass Messel again.
This is more about the operational
kind of
security. Protecting the world is slightly more important than her feelings.
I don't know. I'll think about it. Just no. I think we embarrassed her enough.
Well, if
She's a
he's
grown
dead,
woman.
it won't really embarrass her. And again, this goes
No,
beyond
I-
her personal feelings. If
No,
he shows
because-
up again, he's probably going to be trying to take the staff for his own nefarious purposes.
Oh, trust me, no one's getting the staff.
That's what I'm saying. When he shows back up, he's going to be trying to take the staff. We have to be ready to kill him.
I'll think about it, but I don't know.
I'm not saying this is going to be optional. This is a heads up. Be prepared. The next time people start asking questions, we have to just kill them.
Should I try rolling to see if I overhear any of that?
If they're trying to be secret about their conversation, yeah.
I'm not being secretive about it at all.
I think we're inside of a tent. I don't think it's even a question of
All this is
am
going
I
is
being
like Arrow.
discreet.
This conversation is probably going like Arrow insisting, and Rach is like, he really doesn't want to upset or embarrass Messel again.
I'm just going to put this out there for going forward. When people do not accept our base cover story of we're traveling somewhere, we have to kill them.
I gave a great cover story, and he believed it.
Yes, and then he would
guys
not
bombed it.
stop asking questions. In the future, when they ask too many questions, we kill them.
Those who pursue knowledge for the sake of curiosity should be rewarded.
Which is fine, unless, of course, you have an artifact that could potentially, unleash chaos on the world.
Agree to disagree.
Okay,
How about that?
let's put it this way. If someone is looking up diagrams to build a massive bomb, do you let them keep looking for it, or do you try to stop them?
Let me sleep on it, and I'll tell you tomorrow. How about
Carried
that?
out on the wind, you can hear a voice say, "Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back."
But a bolt to the
The prophet's
head
speaking
keeps
to me.
most things down.
It's a prophet.
I'm just putting this out there. The next time people, don't. Next time we tell somebody stop asking questions, and they ask a question, we kill them. This is for our safety.
I cannot take Messel's message. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yes,
exactly.
Arrow. Sure.
I'm still staying up on watch.
Rachel's
I don't remember how the arcane tent works. Can anything?
just agreeing with him, so he'll let him go to sleep and recover his magic points and stop annoying him. Though he does respect Arrow's paranoia because it's almost on the same level as his own.
I also just like legit question: can anything get through the tent? Like, is it just a stronghold for the night?
Let me check, but I believe that things can go through the tent, but they can't see us. It works kind of like
Okay, so
I guess it's the
not a
equivalent
barrier.
of something like Leoman's tiny hut. Let me check. Okay, so arcane tent. It provides light and warmth equivalent to a campfire. Though the fire does not burn, it's an invisible dome 10 feet high at the center and 10 feet in radius around the fire. It keeps out rain, wind, small insects, and vermin. The light from inside it is invisible to those standing outside it.
Okay, then I'm up on watch.
Yeah, if anything comes close to the dome within a range of 50 feet from it, the fire starts kind of getting more tense, like pulsating, to kind of tell us just that. So things can go through it.
Okay, but it'll let us know if there's anybody within 60 feet of us.
Right.
Okay.
The campfire will just like
Good.
pulse. It's light.
Okay, good to know.
Before going to sleep, Rachel is going to go to Messel. Is she awake? Oh.
She could have been kept up by you guys bickering, but yeah, she'll be a bit more alert.
Hey,
While you
hey,
guys
Messel.
while you guys do this, I need to check up on my son real fast. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Messel, you awake?
She kind of sits up and gives you a really, really, really dirty look. And you can tell that she overheard that whole thing.
Yeah, listen. Arrow's a little bit paranoid. I know I am too, but I just it's your first guy and I'm not used to you with guys. This is hard for me. And I've never been through this. So you're gonna have to some slack, but next time an assassin rogue devil-blooded person comes here and wants to teach you how to kill stuff and gives you awesome daggers and stuff, I will butt out and I will not act weird.
That part I'm fine with.
I'm talking to Messel, by the way.
Well, still, you're in a tent. We can hear each other. I'm fine with the teaching her to kill and giving her weapons.
Why do I not have telepathy?
My problem is the insistence on asking questions when we say we're not answering that.
Well, we never agreed. But sure.
When one of us says we're not answering questions, I think that should just be something that the rest of the group will decide, yeah, okay, we're going to back that play. Because if we go around telling everybody what we're doing, we're going to find a lot more opposition when we get there. I feel like this is a basic strategy. You don't walk around with flyers saying, off to find the prophet.
He just looks back at Messel, waiting for a reply.
She's just her dagger eyes have gone from Reishi over to Arrow and then back to Reishi again. And she kind of just gives a shake of the head as if no, I'm just disappointed. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. And she kind of just says, well, obviously you guys care so little for my judgment. when I make a judgment call saying that someone's okay, you need to abide by that next time. Just as I would do the same if you brought her a Sauron friend. Oh, hey,
Here.
what's up?
Hey.
Do you think we have time to do what you were planning to do, Michael?
He had to step away from the computer.
Oh, okay.
No, he was back.
We're just having the bitchiest moment ever. It's so much fun.
Basically, somebody asked all about our plans for the future, and the response, "We're on a secret mission. We can't talk about it," results in, "Okay, but I have more questions." So Arrow is basically saying, from now on, that results in death. And as
Yeah.
he basically considers himself the leader because he's seen the rest of you in decision-making, opportunities, he expects you all to back that play. And he had to punch Xylo and Dolphin in the face.
That was bad.
Oh, and Messel got a cool fire sword.
Yep.
Ooh.
She has a demon boyfriend.
No, it's
She-
not.
She's not happy about the fact that,
That was the analogy. It worked so perfectly.
And when a self-admitted assassin is asking questions about your future, and you say, "I don't want to talk about it," he should, stop asking questions.
I mean, technically, he wasn't quite self-admitted. It was accidentally Messel who let the slip of the "I want to be an assassin like you."
But then
But,
he didn't deny any of it. He's like, "Yeah, I'll teach you more."
It was
Again,
an AB conversation. You should have
covert,
seen yourself out.
covert operatives are not supposed to admit that they are covert operatives. That's like having a business card that says spy.
Hey, I'm
Okay.
a spy.
Bond,
Then-
James
then-
Bond. Here's my card.
Then I should really tell that to every person that I've known in secret ops that they shouldn't have had it known that they were in secret ops.
Basically, yes. I'm fairly
Well,
certain you're not
not if they were
supposed to
fired.
admit that. Look, I don't tell you guys about my illegal activities for a reason.
No, I don't know if you mean in real life or in the game. Kidding.
I'm going to leave that hanging there because
You
I
obviously
don't
mean
admit
like-
to it.
This is why nobody talks to the cops.
Exactly.
Says the guy who has 2 cops as family members.
I was about to say this conversation could get
There are,
very charged.
there
very
are
quickly.
certain times that when you don't talk about certain things.
Yeah,
Such
no.
as live on stream.
Yeah. That is an excellent time not to talk about things.
I can't breathe.
I feel like that is an excellent example of when not to go around admitting you're an assassin. Hi, new people. I kill people for money. So, where you going? What you doing? Is that an ancient artifact that's probably worth a lot of money and extremely powerful? These seem like red flags to Arrow.
One would think that one would also not to admit to having such a powerful object and just try to divert tactics or just blatantly lie.
Well,
Oh,
that
no. Oh,
failed
shit.
miserably when Reishi started asking, "How do you know that?" When subterfuge was clearly off the table, Arrow gets blunt, which is, we're not talking to you without our lawyer.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm obviously joining in late, but I was gonna ask, do we have enough time for the thing you were gonna plan for me?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good, because I don't know if I was gonna play if we didn't have enough time.
No, we have enough time. I've checked
Okay.
on my son. We have enough time. So,
You're
as
checking the
everyone
sun
continues-
now. You're not checking your clock. You gone back to medieval times.
what?
That's Owen.
So,
Good day, but
as we face, as the conversation continues, Mela tosses about in her sleep in a fitful dream. Enveloping before her dream-filled mind is a far and distant land that she remembers so clearly and so vividly within the dream that she is there once again. Standing before Queen Carolyn. Now, what particular time frame is this for you that we fall back towards?
I don't understand, I guess.
What most vividly would Mela be dreaming about when it comes to the Queen?
The bad, the horrible fate.
The night that she was exiled. Beside you stands Sebastian. And across from you, your former unit. The trial slowly comes back into focus. And the Queen speaks.
Soldier, you stand accused of treason. Explain yourself.
I did nothing wrong. These that stand in front of you were the ones that caused this tragedy to unfold. It was never my intention for any of this to happen. We all had a plan. And now I'm being blamed for it all.
Then tell us your side. What evidence can you offer in your defense?
I kind of just stand there trying to think. And I can't really say much. And I just mutter, I don't know. And silently. I just look away from her in an embarrassed kind of way. But
Your lines have just come through. Nick.
Sorry. Mila, I'm here. Just like you told me. Just tell them like you told me.
okay, I may or may not have forgotten a little bit of my backstory because I've had a tired night, a couple nights as a school.
You didn't give specifics, so we're just kind of making it up
Oh,
on the
okay.
fly a bit.
I was wondering if there was something I forgot.
So I'm sort of writing full reaction notes based on what you're doing right now and how you're saying it, but I do have sort of an idea on how things go from what you told me. Well, actually, more than an idea. I have several possible outputs for this. So
Cool.
as you continue to stand in silence, your former captain stands up and says, "See, she gives no reason, no explanation, because there is no other than what we have said." She acted of her own accord.
I'm just standing there flabbergasted and appalled by him saying these things. And I say back to him, you were there as well. We were not the only ones that went on this mission. Why are you guys
Not
doing
the ones that act, but we're not the ones that acted in rogue.
We all agreed on a plan to take out this beast. How do you... Why? Listen, just because...
Why so many innocent with it?
Wait, what'd you say again? Can you say it again? I didn't hear.
Why so many innocent with it?
Because you were the ones that went rogue. We all agreed upon a plan, but you guys became yellow bellies. I'm gonna be country here for a minute. Became yellow bellies and coward for your life. You pretended that I was the one that caused this to happen. You are just as guilty as I am.
Andy?
I just pulled it up. Give me a sec. Just something about, a little bit of knowing what I'm going to say before I say it.
Sorry, I try to bring it out as fast as I can.
300 souls stay in silence. Stay in silence. What plan was this allows for that? How did you write this?
Old English? Elven is apparently very formal in my way of writing it.
Yeah, this reads more like dyslexia. 300 souls stay in silence. What plan was this that allows for that? We stood back in calculation to draw it away. You charged ahead without orders from myself or from the sergeant.
Because we gotta think. To be honest, we all did not such a good job at trying to attack this beast. But we all agreed to charge at it at the source. But apparently I was the one brave enough to do it. I don't know how that makes sense. Never mind. We all had a plan to attack it at the source, but you guys are lying about making calculations. You said we would charge as soon as it. Although it's threatened our home before, we all agreed upon attacking it once it entered the boundaries of the kingdom. Why would you guys just stop there and try and calculate it? Putting myself into a deeper hole. Don't know how to come back.
Xylo, you're mine.
I'm losing brain cells. I'm just dying. Can't think. Ugh.
Your actions prove that magics and those who use it directly cannot be trusted with these responsibilities.
You acted alone to claim the glory and honor for yourself, without considering who would come to harm.
But we all stood side by side. We were like brothers and sisters. How could you not trust and believe and have confidence in our plan? Our plan was going to work. There was no doubt of it. But I couldn't do it alone, so I ask you why you left me. Why you
Tell them about the prime.
What did you say?
Tell them about the prime.
The what? Say it again.
The prime.
A Helium Prime was there, apparently.
Who's Prime?
Is that what she said was there? We were fighting invaders. You say that an invader of that sort was there?
I forgot what the enemy was. Okay. So if it was invaders, my bad.
Yeah, it was an invading force of those.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or at least that's what you wrote to me in your backstory.
Yeah, I forgot. Whew. So, let me correct this and make it not have any flaws in it, okay? I was the leader of this group. We all have to work together and my word is the final word. We all decided to attack it at the source, which one of the only ways we could do this was by blowing up a main part of it. But now that you guys stood back and left me alone to defend, makes it seem like I was the one going rogue.
But you can give no proof, no support. My queen, we request summary judgment of exile for Mela, as well as the banishment of mages from all ops of this caliber, as she proves that they cannot be trusted beyond their own hubris to not endanger said sensitive missions or to try and go for a glory all on their own.
After the next line of ill judgment of the sorry. After the next line, the in judgment of exile is given, but the magic users will continue to work these operations in support. I don't know if that made any sense.
Mila, remember, you can say whatever you want in defense.
At this point, I guess my Mila is just has gone pale at the realization of her fate and that she has no hope of, or, has no chance of trying to come back. But she manages to ask or request one thing, and that is to get the team also exiled because they failed at defending the city, and that is their top priority.
On what grounds do you ask of this?
Explain what you mean by grounds. I'm having issues. I'm being so oblivious right now.
Actually, for you to make that sort of a request, you have to make an accusation against them. That would mean that the court, or that the queen, as judgment would have to make such to make such a punishment to them. So
I would
like
say
you could,
they probably took an oath. Everybody would take an oath to try and protect, the people of the kingdom, and it's their top priority at that point.
She is right, and even if she had gone rogue or not, it is still your charged duty to protect the kingdom from all. Your failure will also cost. Your failure has also cost those lives.
I'm gonna remember that.
with that, the scene fades out, and you find yourself now in front of a very elderly elven man who is strapped up to a table with several life life support monitors around him. He smiles at you. You've come a very long way to see me, child.
Am I lying down?
No,
'Cause
you're standing at the foot of the bed. You know this man quite well from your family histories. His age is quite beyond what an elf should normally be, but the family resemblance is there, and you recognize that he is sort of the progenitor of the line that brought forth you. This is a man who fought in the Chaos Wars.
Wait, this is who again?
This is... Where is my book? This is your great-great-grandfather. Name is in the book, and I had forgotten it. Voss. Elvin Voss. The great-grandfather of your line. One of the heroes of the Chaos Wars.
Yeah, I would say from my dream, I kind of, have more or less, recognized who it is, and I am alone, right? This is just like in a bedroom or something.
Yeah, this is in his bedroom, in his tower. After you've spent a few months in exile, you've managed to find your way here to speak to him. Almost like as if events had been planned to bring this about.
Yeah, I get out of the bed and I walk up to him and I just hug him with no context.
He returns the hug.
And I'm giving him like a bear hug.
Yeah, he's frail, but he's trying to return it in as much capacity as he can as well.
By the way, I have to go in like 2 minutes or so.
Ah.
But anyways, okay.
I have a way for you to get back home, but it's going to be very dangerous, and it's not fair of me to ask it of you, especially given that it's resultant from my own failure during the war to end the threat completely. They're a bit rough around the edges, the people that I'm asking you to help, but I think given time they'll become just as much a family to each other and to you as I believe that my friends and I were to each other during the war. Treat them well. Protect them.
Okay, as soon as I finish with the hug, kind of away, and like I know I don't have my head around, hugging him too much, but I do have my hands on him, on his shoulders or something. And I look at him and just pure happiness, I guess. And I would suppose my character starts, or Mila starts up again. And
I'm gonna need you to repeat that because my entire computer just froze up again.
Okay, so basically, she could, she has her hands on him, but back to a hug, and looks at him with the most honest and sincere smile. Her face of happiness. No. Yeah. And then Mila starts tearing up, and eventually one tear falls. And so.
I don't know if you and I will see each other again after you're done. But if we do, I want you to know that I'm very proud of you right now. And if you succeed, all the more. I don't think anybody will ever be able to say what they said about you again. Ever. But you're going to save more than just a kingdom by doing this. We'll save everyone.
I look at him and I give him another just hug, and I say to him, I can't thank you enough, and I love you, and I'll miss you.
I will always be with you, child. So you won't have to miss me. But I will see you again.
At this point, Mila's just crying, so I'll just chill. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go now. Woo.
All right, take care.
Bye.
And with that, the scene there closes. And everyone hears the entirety of the dream as if Mila is saying in all voices, but in common.
What do you all do now?
Add her to the list of potentially crazy people I have to kill.
We're still probably bickering.
Were we sleeping through all that? Could we hear it all?
You hear it all.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to just, as she starts, pretty much talking in every voice as she struggles in her sleep. I'm going to just kind of sit near where I'm going to sleep, but just look at her and kind of pay attention to what she's saying. And as she starts, as it seems that she's finished her fit or her bad dreams, I'm going to go to a corner of the tent, and out of my pack, I'm gonna take out the you know what, and I'm just gonna focus on that for like 10 minutes and then put it away and go to sleep.
Everyone else?
Do we see what he's focusing on for 10 minutes?
Do they see what you're focusing on, Raish?
I probably not. He puts it very close to his chest and it makes like he, as paranoid as he is of the staff, he's probably more paranoid about this. So they probably don't.
Yeah.
Then I am just keeping watch for demonic assassins.
What's Dolphin up to?
He's trying to figure out how you tell if an egg's asleep or not.
I love you, Dolphin. Never change.
So
So did we wait? Did Messel in particular hear enough details to properly piece together what happened in that dream?
Oh yeah.
Damn. Okay, that's gonna make Messel a little bit more irritated. The whole thing with Arrow, sorry, I'm saying the wrong name. Arrow being just a dickhead, and what she kind of overhears, just she looks really, really, really annoyed and embarrassed, and kind of a bit angry at herself, and taps Arrow on the shoulder to kind of say, "Oi, go to bed. I want to take watch." But she'll just go to the other end of the kind of tent just to be away from everyone, to a point where she's still in the tent, but hopefully the chances of her hearing Mela is a lot less. And she's just gonna look at the handle of the sword and just kind of examine the cute little badge she's been given. Cute little, what's the name of the sword?
Tartarus.
Yes, it was Tartarus. That was
Yes.
Now, I assume whatever I heard from Mela was something that happened after Errol's retirement, so I don't know if I have any events to connect that to in my memory.
I didn't catch that.
The thing, what happened to Mela a couple years ago, that probably would have been after Errol's retirement and hiding from the world. So I just assume that I don't recognize that, any of what her gibberish would have connected to. Or was it that big of an event?
You wouldn't have heard specifics. You wouldn't have known direct names, but you would know a vague generality about there being an attack in a kingdom far, far away, and that civilian lives were lost in a large number.
Okay, then in that case, it's not really anything that, nothing that's really going to make Arrow think anymore about the event, so he's just keeping watch.
So, we will be returning in 2 weeks to our little broken family. And I will have something new for our youngest member when she wakes back up. I hope you all enjoyed tonight. And my God, you are all paranoid.
Oh, yeah.